Welcome to an extra festive holiday episode of Guitar Discoveries. Now, if you're looking for useful, low-cost stocking stuffers to surprise the acoustic guitarist in your life, I'm going to let you in on 12 of my favorites. One gift for each of the 12 days of Christmas. Now, if you're buying for an electric guitarist, I made a separate video and you can watch that here. Please stick around to the end because I'll also have a fun musical gift for you. A little collector's item you won't find anywhere else. All right, as of this year, I've been playing guitar for 52 years, and every one of these inexpensive, unexpected stocking stuffers for acoustic guitarists is something I really use and love. Now, you can buy most of them through Amazon, and if you use the links in the description, I do get a small cut. That helps me afford stocking stuffers for the guitarists in my life, so thank you for that. I've also done complete reviews of most of these products on my channel, so check out those videos for more details, and don't forget to like and subscribe along the way. Okay, let's start with strummers, people who love to dig in. Strumming through the snow, when my pick just flew away. Oh, lost my pick. For someone whose picks take off right in the middle of songs, the best solution I've found is stocking stuffer number 1, Dunlop Max Grip picks. These are made of nylon. They basically last forever, and they have raised ridges like a tire tread that make them almost stick to your fingers. You can get custom gauges from 0.60, which is extra light, to 1.5, extra heavy. Personally, I love the 0.88. For me, that's the perfect gauge between medium and heavy. Works for every style. Pack of 12 picks is under $10. Pack of 72 picks is somewhere between 20 and 30, and they're gonna last you for about 72 Christmases. And here's a little bonus gift for strummers. I'll call it 1B. This is a mic stand pick holder. You line up the picks so there's always a pick right there if you drop one or lose one. Brand doesn't really matter. Gator, D'Addario, they all do the same thing. They're under 10 bucks. Stocking stuffer number 2 is another kind of pick. And it's especially important for acoustic players like me. Sometimes I strum using a flat pick like the Max Grips. Sometimes I play Fingerstyle using a thumb pick. Now, what if I want to alternate between strumming and Fingerstyle during the same song? I actually found the perfect solution. It's an innovative spring-loaded thumb pick from a company called Black Mountain. I like the medium gauge pick with the comfortable spring tension as opposed to tight spring tension because it gives it just enough natural feel while I'm strumming, but I can switch to Fingerstyle anytime without changing picks. I mean, it's really the best of both worlds. You can get a pack of 3 Black Mountain thumb picks for about $20 plus shipping. Next, guitars are works of art, right? And if your guitarist keeps one in a stand on display, that beautiful instrument's basically a sitting duck, because with a typical stand like this, there's nothing holding the guitar in place. So it's always in danger of getting knocked out of the stand, which tragically happened to one of my guitars. I'll show you the cracked neck. Take a look at that. Ugh, ouch. Still pains me to see it. So, never again. That's why stocking stuffer number 3 is the Hercules guitar stand. Okay, now what's better about this? Well, it has wide legs, and it actually locks in the neck. See how that just locks in there? So the guitar is much safer. I mean, hallelujah. So this gift is about 50 bucks. It's actually over our budget, but totally worth it. I mean, way cheaper than any guitar repair. Now, speaking of hidden dangers, what's the number 1 hidden threat to an acoustic guitar? It's actually humidity, either too high or too low. So when humidity's high, like in the summer, the guitar's wood expands, that stresses the guitar, and then when the humidity's low, the wood contracts, and that leads to all kinds of problems. I mean, bowed necks, parts of the guitar coming apart, scary stuff. So stocking stuffer number 4 is the solution. It's a kit called a Humidipak from D'Addario. Costs somewhere between $20 and $25. but it's like giving an insurance policy as a gift. So the Humidipak lives inside the guitar case and it keeps the humidity right near 50%, which is perfect. Then after weeks or months when the gel packs oversaturate or they dry out, you can get replacements for about $6 a piece. Now another kind of insurance is making sure the guitar doesn't fall off its strap. These days a lot of acoustic guitars have built-in pickups with big jacks at the base of the guitar, and most guitar straps don't fit on those jacks. So D'Addario invented a great little solution. It's a stocking stuffer number 5, the Cinch-Fit acoustic jack lock. So this actually grabs onto the groove in the jack and acts like a strap lock for an acoustic guitar. And it's simple, foolproof, it's about 15 bucks. Now, every guitarist wants to play slick and fast, right? That's why they drive you crazy playing scales all the time. But there's a way to play slicker and faster without extra practice. Gift number 6, string lubricant. So you just put it on the guitar strings and then wipe off the excess, and then playing is suddenly just like, this frictionless fun factory, or something like that. You can get Dunlop 65 for a little over $3, FingerEase for $5, GHS Fast Fret for $7, or Kyser string cleaner and extender for around $10. Gotta tell you, I've tried and used them all. They all work. Take your pick. So number 7 is a stocking stuffer standby. New strings. Every guitarist needs them. So you can do a little sleuthing, open up the guitar case, look inside the storage box and see which brand and gauge of strings your giftee already uses. Or you can treat them to my personal long-lasting favorite strings, Elixir Nanoweb coated strings in light gauge. They're kind of universal and they're about $15 a set. Now, I can't resist adding a 5B. Let's say your giftee has a few acoustic guitars and you're not really sure why. Well, they should absolutely keep one of them in high-strung Nashville tuning. Take my word for it. The 4 lowest strings get tuned up an octave and it just sounds magical like this. Getting that sound takes special strings, and for just $4 you can get a set of D'Addario high-strung Nashville tuning strings. So your guitar giftee is going to love these. You might as well get 2 sets. Okay, while we're changing strings, let's make it way faster and easier with stocking stuffer number 8, a powered string winder. Now, just forget about twisting your wrist 1,000 times and getting carpal tunnel. Last year in my stocking, my son gave me this Power Peg motorized string winder from Ernie Ball, which runs on batteries, costs about 20 bucks. I love this thing. The Pile Peg winder is another good option. It's actually rechargeable and it costs just a few dollars more. All right, so now you got new strings. You put them on fast, you got to keep them in tune. Number 9 is a micro guitar tuner. I actually keep one on every guitar I own. They're small, unobtrusive, and cheap. D'Addario makes actually 2 different kinds. This one under here, mounted under the headstock, is the micro headstock tuner. You can also get a micro sound hole tuner, which goes at the bottom of the sound hole here. They're both around $20. So number 10 is this thing, a Capo. Capo is really an essential tool. It frets across all the strings and it changes the pitch and tone of the guitar as you move it up the fretboard. So it's like a great way to play any song in a key that's just right for your voice. And that means your giftee can sound like whoever their favorite capo using guitarist is, like James Taylor. He often puts a capo at the 2nd or the 3rd fret when he plays. Or George Harrison, he puts a capo all the way up at the 7th for Here Comes the Sun. So there are lots of good basic capos. I like the spring-loaded Kyser quick change capo. It's around $20. There's the Shub S1, which kind of snaps in place. That's around $15. I've also got a 10B. This is an exotic little dadgad capo from D'Addario. That's a partial capo. It only frets 3 strings, but it emulates the kind of Celtic sound of dadgad tuning up a whole step. So technically, I guess it's like an EB-AB, but trust me, this tuning sounds great. It's good for hours of entertainment. number 11 is specifically for a giftee with a vintage acoustic guitar. I may not know this, but the guitar's bridge is where the vibrations are transmitted from the strings to the guitar's top. Now, the underside of vintage guitar bridges have usually been like chewed up by the strings over the years. It's really not good. But there's this simple, non-invasive brass plate. It's called a Mitchel's PlateMate. It's about $30. It totally stops damage to the underside of the bridge, and it actually transmits more energy from the strings to the guitar top. So I put a PlateMate in an old Martin of mine, and I put another one in an old Gibson, and both the guitars just came alive with new volume and clarity. It was actually pretty amazing. So you can buy a PlateMate directly from Mitchel himself at mitchelsplatemate.com, under $30. Now, while you're at it, 11B, consider a new set of bone bridge pins. A perfect complement to the PlateMate, and they're like $10 to $15. Okay, finally, number 12. Now, this is a true cause for celebration for any guitarist who has any joint or finger pain while they play. I'm not a doctor, but there is something I use myself. This is called DMSO. You can get it as a roll-on or as a rose-scented cream. And it actually works transdermally. It penetrates the skin in about a minute. Now, when I use it, I get instant relief and full finger mobility, so I can play my best. I mean, it's an incredible gift. I think the roll-on's around $12. I think the cream is maybe $18. The prices are always changing, but it's a great deal for the relief you'll get. So that's the list. 12 acoustic guitar gifts of Christmas. And hey, you stuck with me, so I get to give you my gift now. So back when I was 19 years old in college, I just recorded my first album, singer-songwriter album called Over the Line. And I had this spiffy 4-track reel-to-reel recording setup in my basement. Now, I also had 2 young nieces, and I was determined to be their cool uncle. So this is me razzing Liz. So instead of giving my nieces toys for Christmas, I decided to make something they'd enjoy at every age. So I recorded a homegrown holiday LP called A Christmas Fantasy. And I butchered holiday favorites in all kinds of styles, complete with sleigh bells and an out-of-tune upright piano. I wrote an original song called Christmas Eve.
Joyous night of Christmas Eve is here.
And I got the Chipmunks to make a guest appearance.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
I'm pretty sure that's why kids seem to love it. So I've uploaded my complete original Christmas fantasy album. It's a free gift on my website. Just go to guitardiscoveries.com/Christmas-fantasy. You can listen on YouTube, or you can download the audio files. I really hope you'll grab it, give it a listen, and that it adds something sincere and innocent to your holiday atmosphere. So here's wishing you happy holidays and a happy new year full of guitar discoveries.